Won't you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
Know exactly what it is. At 5 turn take 3. We still gonna have a nice little morning. You know how it is. What on earth is that?
It's what? What happened?
Am I tripping? Like, am I geeked on the pod? Do we not hear the background speaking? Like, what's going on?
It may be like my microphone picking up TV. I'm in a hotel room, but
where you got the TV on though? And now Julia's just fully muted. Take 3. I'm Mo. Got Drew next to me. The sun shot in his face, looking light skinned. AM on that Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying?
grab it.
And then we got the Kelly Green, of course. High top.
Don't try me.
Looking like the Fresh Prince.
You
feel me? We got Ian next to him. It's gonna be a tame little episode, you know. I definitely can't count on 5. But we had so much going on this week that I was gonna have to get on here regardless of the situation. All right, regardless of the situation. Before we get into it, last night, we were just talking about it, Ian. So we did have the celebrity game, and we did have the Rising Stars Challenge. It was pretty interesting to watch. Very, very interesting to watch. So in the celebrity game, Team Stephen A versus Shannon, Team Shannon. Normally, I don't even tune into the celebrity game. Normally, I don't for obvious reasons. It's normally bad basketball. This was actually pretty interesting. Like, they actually rolled out some athletes out there. They had Michael Parsons, of course. He won MVP for Team Shannon. They had Puka Nacua. McCall Hardman was out there. They had a couple of high jump guys, some guys dunking out there, along with some influencers. Kai Cenat. Do you know who that is, Ian? Like, do you watch him?
I mean, I know of him. Like, I don't watch his stream, but like, he's a streamer.
I feel like he's for the demographic, like, or the age group a little bit, like, younger than us.
Yeah.
Like, I know who it is, but I've never like tuned into it.
Yeah, I've been seeing him on TikTok and stuff, like his like
exactly. Like, yeah. But I just never like when I was in that demographic of watching like streamers play Call of Duty games. You know, we had the Chris Smoothes of the world. You know, like that was our cup of tea. Yeah. Now it's like they be having Nicki Minaj on stream, like they be having. I don't know. They be paying you guys out the wazoo.
He's more of like an entertainer than a
than a gamer.
Than a gamer, yeah.
But what's the? I don't know.
I can't tell you.
He was very funny last night. Anyway, he was trying to get the ball. He got a couple buckets in there, but it still was very funny.
They had a sports betting line at like 6.5.
Definitely should have smashed the under. Like, yeah, 4 points. Something
that
like
boy Micah looked smooth though. Like as a D lineman, like I was not expecting it. Like honestly,
I mean that's not fair, bro. D lineman can hoop. D lineman always can hoop.
I guess.
I mean they can, especially like defensive tackles. They're big and can like have like quick feet. Like
can he hoop, or is he just bigger than everybody that was out there? CJ Stroud was out there too.
Oh, CJ Stroud played in the game?
Yeah, he played in the game. Michael Parsons was definitely talking his smack to him. Like,
no, Micah did him
CJ Stroud can actually hoop, like actually.
He played well. He couldn't shoot the three, but he played very well. He probably had like 20 something points.
He probably just had a bad shooting night because I'm pretty sure he can shoot too. Like I saw his high school clips or
Yeah,
whatever. Like he can play. Yeah.
yeah, they played his high school tape. But what made it different though, y'all need to watch the game. Like I'd be begging y'all to watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Not just 3 times a week or whatever. Y'all gotta actually watch the game. They had a whole LED court. Okay, so the court was moving and doing different things while they were playing. So they had things like the 2 minute, I guess. I don't know what they called it, but it was like 2 minutes they put on the clock. So you could see 2 minutes on the floor, whatever. And all the points counted double during those 2 minutes. So they would do, 2 points, layup equals 4, etc. It made it much more interesting. They added in something else. It was like at halftime, they got 3 people from each team to come and shoot from different spots on the court that would light up as they go along. So you make a shot, then the spot would move. You got to make a shot from that spot. And whoever made the most shots from each spot had a hot man or whatever. It was almost like orange juice in 2K. So when they came in the third quarter for 5 minutes, those 3 people that won were quote unquote hot. So they had fire following them around the court as they moved around. Y'all got to look at the clips at least. But it was very, very interesting to see. They made it very interesting to watch. Definitely the best celebrity game that I've ever seen because, you add the athletes, the dunkers, and then it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Then you had the Rising Stars, and that was pretty interesting too. Team Power, they go out bad though, Drew. I was just telling Ian, I don't know if you heard.
Didn't I pick them?
We didn't pick.
I picked Indiana. We did.
No, we didn't pick Rising Stars Challenge because they had to pick the teams.
Oh no, it's a skills challenge. I'm tripping.
Yeah, we did skills challenge. That stuff is today, I believe.
Yeah,
I think
so. I probably missed that too, honestly.
What time is it? 7:30?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that.
Night.
I'd have to look at the schedule. But it's definitely tonight. But to make a long story short, so we can get into the real show, Team Power Jew, they had actually let me just pull it up. So I have everybody on here. Team Power had Bilal Coulibaly, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Brandon Miller, Brandon Podemski, Jabari Smith, Kaysen Wallace, and Victor Wembanyama. Okay. This was the favorite to win everything. They lost to the G League team. Like, they put together the G League. You had Amani Bates out there, of course. Like, they lost to that squad. It was very sad to see. They went out bad. And, Walkman and them took the chip. You know how that goes.
Walker won? Who's on Walker's team?
So Walker had Jordan Hawkins from the Pelicans, Chet Holmgren. So they had the Twin Towers going, like the Stifle Tower. That definitely was major. That was major.
Not bad. Yeah.
Derek Lively, Benedict Mathurin, he won MVP. Shaden Sharp didn't play, but he was on that team. They had Jeremy Sokan and Jalen Williams. So that's a very smooth.
What's Jalen Williams?
A J-Dub for the Thunder. Like,
what? Yeah, they were just as good as a team, honestly.
Nah, they're nasty. But you look at Team Power, I mean, that's the rookie team right there. Like, Wemby, number 1 pick, Brandon Miller, and number 2. Like,
they've all been good, which is weird. So I don't know.
Like,
they should have beat the G Leaguers, but like I don't know about whoever was on Walker's team. Like that's a solid.
Now Walker had a squad. Yeah, Walker had a squad. I initially picked Team Power, but then I was like, nah, nah. This crew here, the Twin Towers, that's way too major. That is way too major. I'd take 5 though. Let's go ahead and get into this. We got episode 12. We're calling it Knuckle Up. A lot of interesting things happened this week. Let's get into it. First and foremost, of course, as the script as the script holds up correctly. All right. Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl, went back to back, overtime victory against the 49ers. Let's go ahead and talk about it really quick. What did y'all see in that game?
I mean, that was just a well played game, honestly. Both teams had like one major miscue, I would say, like that changed the game. For the Chiefs, it was that turnover in the red zone in the first half that allowed them to get behind, or that allowed the 49ers to get the lead early. And then for the 49ers, that muff punt really killed them. Like that let them back in the game. That let the Chiefs back in the game. Uh, but yeah, I would say like the better player won, and you got to kind of blame that on Shanahan. Like I would have liked him to be a little bit more aggressive when it got to the overtime. You kind of want to, or maybe aggressive is not the right word. I'd have liked him to pick smarter, actually. Him taking the ball first and then not scoring a touchdown. Like if he was going to take the ball first, he should have went for it on that fourth down, because you shouldn't expect your team to stop Patrick Mahomes. I was with Ian at Sam's house watching the game, and we were sitting there like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is going to go win the game. Like we all knew that. It felt like when Brady was going to win. Like if you gave him the ball back, the game was over. And then, that that came true. So
That's a good segue. Just a quick clip here.
But I didn't even realize that the playoff rules were different in overtime. So I assumed you just want the ball because you score a touchdown and win. But I guess that's not the case. So I don't totally know the strategy there. No, we haven't talked about it.
So you don't know why they elected to take the ball first and not, get the touchdown. The players don't know. And do you know?
Dude, I mean, it was crazy just because the Chiefs, they said that they weren't going to even allow the 49ers to get a third possession. Like they said if they were going to score a touchdown, they were going to go for two and end it. So like that was out the window. Like in the first of all, like getting the ball first, like it just sets your team up for failure because you really only truly have 3 downs. Like if you get the ball second, you can go for it.
Not necessarily. Like the way he played it, yeah, he did only have 3 downs, but like he was in fourth and 4, wasn't he?
Yeah, but essentially, like you have to take that field.
Not really. Like,
yeah, not really, but in their like mindset, like yeah, you have like they should have. Hindsight, they should have went for it, but like they had to kick it. I felt like just to give themselves a chance. But I thought it was over either way if they didn't score a touchdown. But
it was. Go ahead, finish.
No, I was just gonna talk about the game. So,
but I mean, on the coaching point though, like I would say that is coaching malpractice. Like they shouldn't go into the Super Bowl not knowing the rule for the overtime, and it's not like it's a secret. Like I knew that. Like I'm sure that most football fans knew that. Like we remember a few years ago, it was Chiefs and the Bills, and they played that thriller game where like whoever got that coin flip was going to win the game, and people were complaining, oh, like Josh Allen didn't get a chance to go get the ball. After that, they changed the rule for the playoffs only. But like I don't get how you're in the Super Bowl and you don't know that. And not only just coaching malpractice, the players are idiots also. Like how do you not know that? That's their job. Like it's their job. It's their job to understand that, to know the rules of the game. So I really don't get it. Like you're at such a disadvantage not knowing that.
Especially since the Chiefs were so prepared. Like they went over that situation like 100 times. Like they knew they
were talking about it. They knew what they were going to do. Like you're at a major disadvantage.
And let me just be clear here. So we just heard the man speak, and I just want to make sure I've understood him correctly. So he didn't know the rule at all, or is he saying that he didn't know why they would elect to take the ball first in that situation?
He must not have known the rule, because he said, I assume that you would take the ball and score first and the game's over, which is not the rule. If you score a touchdown, the game's not over. If you score a touchdown and get 2-point conversion, the game's not over. Like in no way will the game be over after the first possession in this new overtime.
And there was a live feed like on the field showing him like saying, I didn't know the rules changed or something crazy, like, which like they didn't know.
He was out there. Was he out there on the coin flip?
No, he was out there on kickoff or kick return, and he was like, I didn't even know the rule, but I guess no one knew the rule.
I didn't even understand, and it's not even like they also sat there, like the referees before the coin flip actually explained the rule first. Like that actually happened. Like he stood there before they flipped the coin and explained to them, in this new overtime, both teams will get a chance to possess the ball. Like it wasn't. There's no like secrets. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. But maybe he was too locked in. I don't know. But
that's very crazy. But okay, so you blow what was it, like a 10-point lead? I guess.
Yeah.
Are we blaming this all on coach malpractice? Of course, there are many culprits, but it's Kyle Shanahan, the one we got to circle at the end of the game.
He should be circled, but he shouldn't be the only one. Like, it's not all his fault they lost the game, but he should definitely be circled because it's proven to be a trend for him. Like,
if we're gonna blame anyone,
last Super Bowl and this Super Bowl, so
yeah, like if we're gonna blame anyone, like it has to be him. Like I can't blame Purdy. Like I felt like he played a pretty solid game. Defense played very well. Like maybe the special teams didn't play up to par, but like things happen in Super Bowl. Like
that was like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like that muff punt. That's why I say it's not all his fault. Like the muff punt. If they don't muff that punt, like they probably win. But that was just kind of a fluke thing. Like he didn't really muff it. Like the returner didn't muff it. It just happened to
No lie, that ball had to be slick. Like I'm not into the conspiracy, but there was definitely some olive oil on that rock. Like
it was. I think he didn't. I feel like he's like second guessed it because like
it got kicked.
The ball got hit by his teammate, so then it's live there. Yeah. Like, so I don't know if he was like, oh, like did it hit out the other guy or not? Like he's probably just like thinking like, I gotta go get the ball now, and he tried it, and it was just.
I think he did, if I'm remembering it correctly.
He had it for a second. He had it for a second. And he got hit, and then
You got back. So, Mahomes, they claim he's on GOAT trajectory.
Yes.
Was he the most impressive out there on that field?
I think so. From a decision standpoint, like he might have made like one bad decision that whole game with the pick, but other than that, I felt like he played a pretty perfect game. Like you could say 49ers defense as a whole, or the Chiefs defense as a whole, played better. But I felt like when it came down to it, he was the one who had to go win it for him, and he did. So
if I had to pick a player, if we're gonna pick quarterback, and he was the best quarterback, but player, no, he wasn't the best player on his own team. I will go ahead and say that. Chris Jones was the best player on the whole field.
Stop it.
And that Chris Jones was the best player in that game on the whole field.
By
far. But I would argue by far.
Just because he got unblocked on that last play doesn't make him the best.
Not the last play only.
That was the
last play. That was one of the biggest plays.
No, Mahomes' biggest play.
Look at all those touchdowns though. So all the touchdowns that we say Purdy missed. Go back. I wish we could go like show you what actually happened on those plays.
I remember
the touchdown, the ball to Debo, right?
The twinkle toe.
Yeah, overshot him in the end zone 50 yards. If who's in his face? Nobody's in his face. No.
A lot of guys in his face. That throw.
That's not true. Chris Jones is like 6'7". Like
that's not true. But
what's not true?
Chris Jones is not 6'7". You should say 6'7". Chris Jones is not 6'7". He's like 6'4".
He's 6'4".
No,
he doesn't look 6'4".
That's simple Google search. Like,
bro, it's not
6'7" is huge.
Chris Jones he's 6'6". So yeah,
dude,
he looks 6'7".
The point is, most people can throw like and make
that true. Bro, no. Like he had to throw that ball very well to be completed. He just overshot him by a little bit, and Chris Jones in his face. That happened 2 times. That happened the last play, That happened on the Debo ball, and it happened like on the other like kind of like throwaway ball in the I think it was in the red zone, like where he threw it to the right side of the field. Yeah. That happened all 3 times. Chris Jones stopped him 3 times.
Yeah, he was
3 touchdowns.
Good.
That's 3 touchdowns off the board. You're the best player on the field. I'm sorry. Bro. See, like this is like I hate when people like I hate when analysts get on TV and they like sit here and talk about the game in like a weird manner. Cause like we're not gonna sit here and like Patrick Mahomes played a good game. He played a very good game.
He made a perfect game.
No, it was not perfect.
He made good decisions. He made good decisions for the most part. But for a large portion of that game, their offense had no motion. And I'm not gonna say that it was his fault, but when we sit back and listen to analysts talk like Dan Orlovsky, he's the quarterback defender. He's always going to defend the quarterback. He's sitting there, he's like, Patrick Mahomes, the thing about him is he never blinked. Patrick Mahomes never got flustered. He never blinked. I didn't see that while watching the game.
Whoa.
Like, he turned the ball over on his own side. His defense got a 3-and-out immediately. That happened, right?
Wait.
He turned the ball over, and they got a 3-and-out. They didn't get punished for his turnover. Then also, in the beginning – I think it's maybe the end of the second quarter or the middle of the third quarter. He was running around and he did that little jump ball and threw it in the middle of the field, and it happened to land in the dirt in between 2 defenders. You don't remember that play?
I remember that. Okay.
I'm just saying they're talking about he never got flustered. He never blinked. Like until that first drive, I think where they scored a touchdown, he didn't play very well. Like he didn't play very well, but it wasn't all his fault. But like I'm just saying, we're not going to sit here and act like he delivered a quarterback masterclass for the whole night. Like I don't think that's true.
Before Ian goes, I just want to applaud you for being so in touch with reality, like because I'm seeing it all with my 2 eyes, but I'd never be able to articulate it in that manner. I just wanted to give you your props for that one. Yeah, go ahead and get your rebuttal in, man. What you got?
Not see those last 2 scoring drives by the Chiefs.
I agree. He played. I said he played.
Would it matter the most?
Yeah,
he turns up. He turns up at the end. He's the best player. He's the best player in the whole world. Like I won't say that he's not. I'm just saying there was a while in that game where he wasn't playing like himself.
Dude, the Chiefs defense wasn't playing like themselves to start the game off. We thought the 49ers were going to roll through them. Did we not? We saw Christian McCaffrey run after run, go straight at the middle. Did we not? We saw that. That happened until he fumbled.
Yeah, he definitely did fumble. They definitely did have to force a fumble.
It was a pretty low scoring game for a while. Like it's not like the Chiefs defense played bad. They didn't do anything on offense.
So we can say you're like the Chiefs defense was stopping that run, but whenever Kyle Shanahan decided to run the ball, they were running through them like with ease.
That's not true.
Okay, that happened. That happened for the first whole half. They were running through them like butter. Okay.
They actually did a good job against the run.
In the second half, they might have. In the first half, it was all McCaffrey in that O line. That's true.
McCaffrey caught a lot of balls too in the first half.
Okay. Anyways, dude, when Mahomes had to score those last 2 drives on 4th downs, on 3rd down, he made the right decision every time. I don't see how he can't. I don't see how he can't be the best player.
I don't think that he was the best player on that field for the totality of the game because we can say Chris Jones saved the touchdown in the second quarter, the third, and overtime, or the second, the fourth, and overtime. If any of those points go on the board, they probably lose the game.
Wasn't a field goal blocked as well? Am I remembering that correctly?
Extra point was blocked by the.
An extra point was blocked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So we talk about an overtime game in the balance. 1 point.
No, legitimately. If they don't get that,
it could have been a difference in the game.
Dude, if they don't get that block, they have to go score a touchdown on that last drive, and they didn't.
Dude, there are multiple times where I literally thought like, "There's no way the Chiefs win this game." Like on multiple times on that last drive that we were like, "Whoa!" Like Mahomes is getting cheap. Yes, we saw McCall or who is that receiver? I think it was DBS. Yes, he caught that ball, went 10 yards back. Like there were multiple times in those drives where we were like, "Dang!" Like
I didn't think they were going to lose at that point though.
What?
I mean, the literal next play, like he got like 6 yards a game. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was good offense called. Like it was good plays. Like yeah, they had positive plays, but like there still was times where his offense wasn't playing up to par, and like he willed them. I really think he willed them to those game-winning drives.
Will, this is a stretch in my opinion.
Dude, who else on that team played well offensively?
A lot of guys play well.
Who?
They ran the ball well. Pacheco.
That's not true. That is not true. They did not
Pacheco ran well.
We can add like he ran well in spurts maybe, but like in the totality of the game, they had to
the 49ers defense played well, but what's it called?
Exactly.
Pacheco had a straight game. He had a solid game. What's it called? Rasheed Rice played well, and Kelsey played well.
I mean, well is a stretch. Like they played their part. They did their job.
This is wow. Like
that's Patrick Mahomes did his job. Then, like we don't have to always give the quarterback all the credit. Is my thing. That's true. Not how it works.
That's true. But let's just think about this. If the 49ers won that game, who was going to win? Who did you think was going to win MVP? Juwan Jennings, right? On the offense on the Chiefs, there was no doubt who was winning MVP.
Yeah, I understand that.
So Mahomes
Juwan Jennings threw a touchdown though. Like that's why he was going to. That's why I thought he was going to win it, and he still might have lost it. I don't know. Still might have lost it while throwing a touchdown and catching a touchdown.
Nah, because that last touchdown that he was supposed to that was overthrown was to him. Like that was going to be another
last touchdown. Then he should have won it in my opinion. But the quarterback always is gonna like have a great shot at it.
You're just quarterback bias. You just hate quarterbacks.
I enjoy watching quarterbacks play. Like, I said Patrick Mahomes is the best player. He's the best player. I don't think he played the best game. Chris Jones played the best game. He dominated.
I have to second that. That's 2 out of 3. Just saying.
One thing I would say is I would probably say McDuffie had a better game than
and McDuffie played well. No.
That blitz that Spagnolia called, he was the one who batted it down. If he doesn't bat that down, it's probably a first down.
That's not like that wasn't like a crazy bad down. Like he was a free blitzer. That was a great play call. That was a great play call.
It essentially one of them game. Like that was game over.
Yeah, but like the game was also won many times before that by Chris Jones.
Yeah.
No, by Chris Jones, bro. I want you to go back and watch the play. Go back and watch Brock Purdy's overthrows.
All of them. I remember. I know the Debo one.
3 touchdowns off the board. 3 touchdowns off the board by your pressures.
You can say that it was by pressures, but it's also by Brock Purdy, who was not that great of a thrower. Like with pressure.
I don't think any quarterback's completing like that last ball. Almost no quarterback's completing that ball.
That last ball is fair, but the one that Debo, I've seen lots of quarterbacks make that though. Kirk Cousins, I've seen him with people in his face throw an accurate ball, and his receiver go make a catch.
We're not going to see like this is why the goalposts always are moved. Because like yes, like we don't have to act like Brock Purdy can't throw. Like he plays well. He plays well, huh?
He throws well in a good pocket, in a clean pocket. Or
he does, even when the pocket broke down in that game, he played well. He played a good game.
That's true, but when pressure was in his face, we saw him throw off his back foot at least 80% of times.
Any quarterback who's under like 6'4" is gonna struggle to make those throws when 6'6" Chris Jones. 6'6". Okay, I said 6'7". 6'6". He's probably 6'7" in cleats. He's running at you like this. He's like 7 feet tall, running at you fast. That's tough. That's tough to throw.
Like, come on. Like a grizzly man.
I'll send you some clips of people throwing with pressure in the face. Okay, like it's not like it's the biggest game too. Like you need to make them throw.
They have to be worse than Brock Purdy though, or on his level. Like,
yeah.
So I'm saying that take 5 though. You got to keep it moving. Definitely got a lot more to get into. That was a good game though. That definitely was entertaining. Football is over. It's done. This is it. It's the last slide. That's all. That's all.
Not even the draft and the combine is in 2 weeks.
Nah, even like for real. Like it's a real contact sport here. Like, and, it definitely in episode 12, Knuckle Up. Like we got these two, Draymond Green and the Bosnian Beast, if you will. Getting into it. Let's hear from Draymond Green a little bit here.
I'm making a habit out of that. Him and Kevin questioned my character before, as if you go question somebody's character about a basketball game as if it's not real life, as if that don't affect people's pockets. Like I think all of it was really cowardly, if you want my honest opinion. Yeah, I did what I did. I take my stuff on the chin. We spoke about that. I still stand on that. I meant every word I said about it. But if you want to know the truth about that, I think all of it was cowardly. I think, you start going to question somebody's character in front of the whole world. It's whack. So I think they all whack, both of them, if you want my honest opinion. But that's that. Everybody was questioning what I said to KD at the end of the game. This is me. It's me. And I'm not going to share the other word that I said because, that's a spur of the moment type of thing. You're in the game and, words come out, but this is me. I do this. Been doing this. Gonna keep doing this, which is the same thing I said in that Clippers game years ago. Been winning championships, doing this. Gonna keep doing this when you leave here. Didn't lie. Got fined a whole game check, which was like $160,000 for saying that. Fast forward, wasn't a lie, but that's what I said, and all of that was a little brewed up, little built up tension because, again, you go question somebody's character, you got my phone number. If you thought I hope I get the help that I need, you got my phone number, hit me and say that. So like I said, I thought it was all cowardly, and that's where those emotions came from. I'm a 4-time NBA champion. No regular season game really gives me that, like, hype to win a regular season game, but it's a little added tension there.
Definitely a lot to unpack. Draymond Green's show, his little podcast. He basically gets on and he speaks to us, tells us how he really feels. So he calls out Kevin Durant and Nurkic. This is after a Suns versus Warrior game in which Steph Curry wins it at the buzzer. Game-winning 3, one of his all-time shots, pretty much. Calls out KD and Nurkic. Okay. I just want to see, like, first and foremost, like, whose side are we taking about this situation? Because we remember Kevin Durant getting on the podium talking about, I hope this brother gets the help he needs, etc. Draymond taking time away from the game, doing soul searching. But now he's come back with a vengeance, all right? He's been very loud, very outspoken about what's going on here. And basically says he doesn't rock with either of them. So, like, I think KD had a right to say his brother needs some help, or do y'all believe Draymond and the fact that, like, when you publicize something like that could be a problem? Like,
yeah, I think it.
You
can go.
Go. You go. You got it.
I definitely think it came off like ingenuine to Draymond, like, especially from Nurkic. Like, he doesn't even like really know him. Like, why would he even like put him on blast like on that? Like that, like that's.
He got clocked in the face though. Like, he's got to speak on
Nurkic,
it. Like,
yeah, if you're Nurkic, like, I feel like it's completely fine to say, because, like, that was weird. Like, we're not gonna like it wasn't weird.
That was like,
it was extra. Yeah.
Like, just let it go.
It was a lot. It was a lot though.
It was a lot, dude. But like, tensions heat up. Like, it's a contact sport. Like Morgan just said, like, things are gonna happen. Like, he might, like, the punch, like, it was a little overboard, but like, I don't understand. Like, it's supposed to be competitive. Like, people are supposed to like talk and stuff. Like, trash talk is supposed to be a good thing.
I understand that. I agree. But if you're Nurkic, I'm saying, if you're Nurkic, no, you're like, why is he acting like that? Like, why would you do that? Like, there's no way to like really rationalize what he did if you were the one who just got hit in the face for nothing. Like, that's weird.
I mean, maybe it wasn't nothing. Like, maybe like there's some like low key, some behind doors.
I feel like if it was, I don't know, bro. Like, to KD's comments, like, I don't remember how they posed the question to him, like, because I feel like that context matters a lot. Like, I don't know what they asked KD to get him to say, like, I hope he gets the help that he needs. Because, like, at the time, maybe he actually thought like something was wrong with Draymond for real. Because he did tweak out. Like, I don't get why he hit him.
But I mean, let's take KD's history though. KD, we know he's no nonsense. He's not gonna put his nose in drama, just for the fun of it or whatever. So, again, from what I recall, obviously during that game, that was the biggest situation that happened, and people were all wondering, like, okay, like, there's gonna be some type of suspension here. What are we gonna do with Draymond? This is X number of times this has happened, even this season. Even in the past 6 months. So, we remember all of his transgressions, getting thrown out of games, stomping Sabonis, etc., etc. So it's just like, this is like a breaking point in his career or whatever.
Exactly.
So he's just like, yeah, like, I just think that he got up there and said, of course, they were teammates before. That wasn't the Draymond that he grew accustomed to. wasn't the Draymond that he knows. Hope he gets the help that he needs. All right.
I feel like, and I don't think that painted Draymond in any worse of a light. Like, I feel like Draymond's like a little saucy right now. Like, I don't know, maybe he didn't want to hear that from like a former teammate, a former friend. Like, that may be why. But like, I don't think that changed anyone's perception on Draymond. Like KD getting up there and saying, "We hope that or I hope that he gets help." Like that didn't move me at all. Like I was like, "Oh, Draymond, he needs to go to a psych ward." Like that was never it. I don't think that affected his pockets. I don't think any of that. Like we know what Draymond is from years. Like you just said, like he has a history of this. So why is he acting like KD sitting up there and saying that is like slandering him? I don't agree.
I mean, but that's supposed to be his guy, right? They already had their issues in the past. You have my phone number. Just come talk to me. We can hash this out one-on-one like civilized men. We don't have to get on the podium and do such things. A little more added context too, right? So you get into the game. Of course, it's always competitive between these two teams, both fighting to, be in the play-in, get out of the play-in, etc. They'll probably both be in the playoffs. You got Nurkic posting up Draymond and then smacking the floor, calling him too small, like basically egging him on throughout the entire game, trying to get under his skin and what have you. Draymond is not the type to back down from such things. Went straight back at Nurkic, same thing. Put him under the basket, called him too small, and he sounded off. Talking about how he's a sorry defender. He can't be calling folks too small and giving up buckets to 6'7" in the post. It was just a lot of animosity between them. They have genuine beef, right?
They do.
He had to say something. I don't know though. I'm of the mindset that Draymond. He told us that there's a way to play the game without antics, without extracurriculars, right? He was back on that line again, that very fine line between we're just competing here. It's a competitive game, and there's other stuff involved with it, right? He got a technical foul this game as well. You don't want to see that from him. Not right now. Warriors, they've been looking good lately, though. They definitely turned things around somewhat since him coming back. Just moved Klay Thompson to the bench for Podemski. They're trying to figure themselves out, but Dre, everybody in the NBA knows at this point, okay, he's got all these issues going right now. So when that buzzer sounds and it's time to play, I'm going to be trying to get under his skin. How could I get him to do something out of character and get him thrown out of a game? That's what they said, and they were close. They're very.
He's been playing good ball. Yeah, like you said, he's been playing well too. So
he's been playing well. He's been playing well.
Under control.
Honestly, him and Ian have a similar style of play on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? That same backpack type jumper. That sometimes, but anywho, that's Draymond Green.
Like, whoa, I'll take that. Like,
what?
He's shooting his highest percentage from three this year. Like, I'll shoot like Draymond for sure. I'll take that rock.
For sure.
Sometimes, like,
Yeah, you get beat by Kevin Hart in a 3-point contest. The crazy. Anywho, at Take 5, let's talk about a real shooter. All right, a real sniper. Sniper. Caitlin Clark. My goodness gracious. Y'all know exactly what she did. So she broke the scoring record. She currently has 3,527 points in NCAA women's basketball. Okay. Career high when she broke this record, 49 points in the game. And you and I have both heard some very crazy individuals, very average individuals at the game of basketball who claim and genuinely believe that they could I don't know, defend this girl, stop her in some manner or some fashion, bro. There's not a single soul that I know that I know that I could call up right now that could go into this not a WNBA, a women's college basketball game and put up 49, especially in that fashion.
Dude,
Cannot do it.
Yeah, no one can shoot from like any spot on the floor like her. Like she's really like Curry. Like her range is like it's no one else has her range in the not WNBA, but the college. Yeah, like look at that. That's an average shot for her. Like that's crazy.
And it's like, I mean, you see the score. I believe she got the first 8 buckets. Okay, so she's been shooting, but it's just like this is early. This is early game. This is early game. Like
she sets the tone. Like that's just her game. Like she's confident. Like there's no one really stopping her.
Did y'all see y'all saw with who said it? I think it was Cheryl Swoops.
Like that was so crazy.
Talking about Kaylin. Yeah.
How she won't be fine the league.
Yeah, and then people were defending her because like she is a all-time great athlete and things like that. I'm talking about Swoops.
Yeah.
She's an all-time great athlete. So they were like, she has the right to her own opinion. But she did say something that wasn't true. Like she said something about like Caitlin's scoring average or like, I don't know. I forget what she said. But she was tying it to how one of the other players scored. And she was saying like Caitlin's is not as impressive, basically. I forget what she said. But anyways, I wanted to address that while we got on here because that was crazy. Like her just like, I don't know why she like decided to go out and talk about Caitlin Clark. But like, let's be real. Like she's the best college basketball player that we've seen in a long, long, long time. I will go, it's near saying ever.
It's like, ever, bro. Like
that I've seen ever. Like she's nasty.
Let's
like
be real, dude.
I remember like when Maya Moore, like I remember being a kid and Maya Moore was hooping. And like it wasn't like this. Like it wasn't like I'm pulling up from 35, but like she was a very effective hooper. Like she had guard skills, like similar to a guy guard skills. Like she could go in, pull up mid range, crossover, mid range, pull up into a 3. Like, but besides Maya Moore, Caitlin Clark is like she's that. Like she's really that. So I don't know why like other female athletes will come out and like try to push that down. Like I guess that's what happens like when you're great, people want to push you down, but like she's really advancing the game. Like
I feel like we do this even in men's basketball. Like we'll take a prospect, we'll take a talent, and we'll wonder and we'll speculate that how their game will translate to the next level.
Right.
Shoot or shoot. I mean, that's one thing that we know is going to translate. She's going to be a shooter at the next level. Like we can go ahead and stamp that. All right. And that's at this day and age, that's all you need. I mean, that's all you need. The body will fill out. I'm sure she'll be corn fed, whatever, be benching, lifting weights, what have you, to be able to get to her spots. But like,
I don't think she's gonna have any issues, in my opinion.
Yeah, her
like these are the same girls who play college basketball too. They also play college basketball, and they weren't hooping like this. So
it's true.
And it's not even her scoring; like her passing ability is next level too. Like
she's a juggernaut, bro. Like she's an offensive juggernaut. Like,
I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, like we have to say it. Like we've only seen this from Steph Curry. That's it. Yeah. That is all.
Like, she's like really flame throwing, like for real.
Bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Women's basketball right now is harder than the men's too. Like, I mean, you got these types of prospects, these athletes. Are you serious? Like, I'll be tuning in. Hey, I will.
That tournament actually will be lit too, and like the men's tournament is always going to be good just because it's March Madness. But like this year, it may go toe to toe. Because there are no names in men's basketball right now. Like to keep it real, there's no names.
Not like this. At least
I was looking on Twitter the other day, and it was right after they dropped the NCAA football trailer. then somebody put like they need to bring back the 2K, the NCAA college basketball 2K game, and it had Blake Griffin on it. And then the comments were like, who would they even put on the cover right now? I don't know. Like, who could be put on? Like, they're going to put like Bronny on there probably, which is Bronny averages like Bronny averages like 2 points a game. So that would be weird. Like, not to even hate on him, but like that would be weird. Like,
and again, I don't want to. I am ignorant in the fact because I just have not been following it at all. Pretty much, like I've seen some things here and there, but I'm gonna have to read up a lot before we get into this March Madness because again, there's no names like this. Like
no.
there are no hoopers like this. So again, it's all going to be interesting. I'm sure it's going to be a great tournament. We're going to be looking forward to that, of course. But these women, man, it's serious. It's very serious. At Tape 5 Part, we start talking about a contact sport. Okay, we start talking about a contact sport. Isaiah Stewart, he's becoming the NBA's tough guy, for real. Arrested, issued a citation, and still under active investigation for striking a Drew Eubanks. I repeat, a Drew Eubanks in the tunnel before a Suns and Detroit Pistons matchup. Before we get into it, Drew Eubanks is on the right there. Y'all let me know. Y'all think he was talking greasy? Like, y'all think he was like, y'all think he was spinning? Like,
Stewart, no, Isaiah Stewart.
I've seen his type. I've definitely seen his type before. Like, you get these white guys with that high top fade, like, and he's about his hoops, like.
Nah.
Apparently, they're chest to chest. Isaiah Stewart swung on him, and that's where we at.
That's just, I don't know, bro. Like, it's
just
embarrassing. Yeah. Like, why are y'all in the tunnel hitting? Like, what could he have said?
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna come out though, which is the great thing about this. Like, this is now an investigation, so that'll probably be released, like what he said. So we'll find out. I'm interested in what he said.
I mean, what if he, said what we think he said? Like,
I don't think he said that. Like, that's just like so, like, I don't know. That'd be out of left field, especially like he has like so many black teammates. Like, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd just be thrown.
That would be a major slip up. That would be a major slip up.
Dude, what can make this dude swing on him in the tunnel? Like,
Isaiah Stewart's on go though. Like, remember when he started chasing LeBron from the other side of the court? He ran through about 15 guys. Yeah, look at him. Like,
they couldn't stop him. He ran through the tunnel. Like,
he ran through everybody, man. Like I don't know. Isaiah Stewart, man, he just may be on go. So.
Yeah.
I don't know what
man.
Hey, the season's heating up. The season's heating up. Like, we got Isaiah Stewart talking to a third string big man. Like,
it's really just getting started too. Like, this is good. Like, we've reached the All-Star break, so this is around the time where I'll start tuning in a little bit more to the games, because like this is when it's starting to matter. Like, the games matter a little bit more.
So you heard him, right? In he hasn't been tuning in until now. You heard that, right?
I didn't watch it. I actually. What's sad?
All takes are void.
No.
Right.
What's actually sad is I actually have watched probably the most NBA basketball this season that I have in like years, like probably dating back to like low high school.
You don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me. I got you. Like, I just want you to be entertained. That's all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, welcome to my world. That's all.
Super me.
Anywho, I'd say 5, man. I'm gonna keep it rolling. It's got some things to talk about. I just want y'all to look at that picture on the left real quick. They always ask us to define aura. All right. This is some of the golden years of the league, honestly. Like, we probably didn't realize it when it happened, but like, Some golden years in the league. It's a golden matchup. All right, Joe. Let me heat this up just a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
It's reported that the Golden State Warriors made a call to the Lakers about moving LeBron James to the Bay Area before the NBA trade deadline.
I saw that. I did.
Okay. So, Ian, this is your dad, of course. So, obviously, I'm going to have to throw this to you. Do you think that LeBron James should actually be serious about trying to go to Golden State, teaming up with Steph Curry?
You know,
in the ring.
I think it's not a terrible idea. Like, if LeBron wants to win a ring, I think he should leave LA. I think maybe somewhere else is probably the best.
Why don't you elaborate on that? Why don't you speak on that just a bit more? Why do you think that's a better idea?
So, you know, for example, the Sixers have $60 million cap next year. We're going to be looking for that one free agent to pay with LeBron James and Maxey. And I think LeBron is the answer. I think LeBron sees it as like, I need those 2 more rings to chase Jordan. Where am I going to do that? Steph Curry? Is he going to give me the best chance?
I'm sorry. Like, let's go ahead and throw this out. Those would just be void, number one. Like, if LeBron goes up and teams up with Joel Embiid, like we can't at this point, we can't even respect like the ring count anymore. You know, like it's already like he's already left around the league. You know, like
you're crazy.
Let me chime in. Just let me chime in with some facts, though. Let me chime in with some facts, though, Julian, because Rich Paul has already got on, every screen in America and said that he's not ghost chasing right now. He's not trying to chase Kobe. He's not trying to chase Mike. There's no real reason to do that except to appease our little, barbershop talk. That's all that it is. LeBron is not losing sleep over rings.
You can believe that if you want.
Okay, that's his agent. That's his boy.
Dude, LeBron is lying. He wants to win 2 more rings. Stop it. Dude, LeBron
of course he wants to win rings, but I'm saying you have to think of what's the cost of leaving LA. Like, he has a family there right now. His kid goes to school there right now. Why are you looking like that?
I'm gonna play with him in a couple of years. Are you joking?
Excuse me?
His son's gonna play with him in a couple of years.
Okay. All right. Even if his son plays with him, is he going out after this year?
Off the Lakers?
No, Bronny. You think LeBron James Jr. is going to leave college after this year?
Yeah, I do think he will. If the Lakers say if the team that LeBron is on says they will draft him, yes, I do think he will leave.
If the team, if an NBA, I'm just saying, if the season ended right now, I don't know how good Bronny is because he started a little late. He had some health concerns, but if the season ended right now and a team drafted Bronny, that would be crazy.
You see the Lakers said they would draft him?
So,
you saw
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. If we spend a draft pick, we haven't had like more than 5 draft picks in the last 10 years. If we spend a draft pick on Bronny, that would be crazy.
Did you not see the report?
What did I see? What report?
That they said they will draft Bronny to appease LeBron. They said that. They literally just said that the other day. I think I just seen it this morning, actually.
That's a real. No way. That's a real report.
It's a real report.
It's not a real report. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll send it to y'all after this. I promise you. They said they will appease LeBron and draft Bronny to keep.
They may think about it, but we have to get back to reality, though. Like what Julian is saying, I don't even know.
This is what I'm saying. He will leave.
That's ridiculous, though. Do you not see how that's ridiculous?
How is that ridiculous? We've heard this for years. How he said he wants to play with his son.
I know he wants to play with his son.
We get this, but we don't even know if Bronny
can play. We don't know if he can play.
We don't know if he's going to the league after this season. Like, that would be an interesting move by him for his career.
That would be a foolish move by him.
I don't think it's
based on what we've seen.
You can go to the G League and like still get better, dude. Like, it's not you don't have to stay. You don't have to.
Why would Bronny? You have to think about, put everything in perspective. Like, let's slow down. LeBron's son is not going to the G League. Why would LeBron's son go to the G League?
Because he has to get better,
bro.
I understand the college.
Who he is.
I understand
who he is.
I understand
He's LeBron's son. He's LeBron's junior son. Okay. Do you know if number one? Let's just talk about narratives first. if Bronny goes to the G League, the narratives will be crazy. The narratives will be
We've
crazy.
seen players go to the G League and get better.
He's not just a player though. He's LeBron James Jr.
We-
The name brand matters. He can't go play G League basketball. I'll go ahead and put that out there just for narrative reasons. For
But
personal
forget
reasons. Yeah, for personal reasons. Why would he ever go to the G League? Yeah, he's getting bread. He's getting bread to play at USC.
Like,
He's
well,
probably super up at USC.
Bread.
Throw the
Yeah.
financials out. In terms of status on the campus, he's probably super lit. He's having a great
He got
time. in
status
college.
anywhere. He can, dude.
He's in college though. Yeah, like we went to college. Like he's
Yeah,
probably
we're
having a
knowing.
great time. Like you got to think about that. Why would
I
he ever
understand
leave
all
that?
of that. He can, but he's
So
LeBron
he's
James'
gonna
son, like
leave
you
playing
said.
packed out stadiums at USC where his family lives to go play in the G League.
Julian,
You think
he's
that-
LeBron James Jr. He can get like that attention anywhere he wants. You have to realize
It's
that.
not this. That's not true.
This is true.
There's not college
He's getting
campuses
attention at Sierra Canyon. Was he not?
It's not the same. It's a college campus. That is.
But in their
there's
garbage,
levels.
they're not even
There
getting
are
any attention right
levels.
now.
There are levels.
Dude, he can get attention from anyone he wants. Like, what are we talking about?
He can, but I'm saying there's levels to being on a college campus and to being in regular society.
I
There's a
don't.
difference. Why would he ever leave to go play with the G Leaguers? He can stay another year in college.
I'm not even talking.
Maybe
about
he'll get drafted.
I'm
LeBron's
not
a
even
good
talking about
prospect.
a full year, dude. I'm talking about maybe like a couple weeks in the G League, maybe like
5.9 points, 3 rebounds, 2.6 assists on 36% shooting.
You can't go, bro. You
Dude,
The
can't.
theme, no. Look, I'm talking to you, Ian. The common thing you have to understand is we cannot disrespect the game. First and foremost, we cannot disrespect the game. Those G Leaguers that were playing last night that I was telling you about, they'd wipe the floor with sun. It's no disrespect. It's no disrespect at all. He's just not there yet, and
Why
that's
are you-
okay. He's a very young man. Like he has time, but just spend
Okay,
it in college.
it's okay.
Learn
to stay in
something.
school.
y'all are silly.
Like
How
go,
we
learn a
silly?
business.
The only reason I'm
Learn
saying
a
this,
trade.
like, if y'all want him to stay in LA, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna have to probably draft Bronny Jr.
Hey, okay, I'll go on record.
Don't
if
do
we draft Bronny, I may be done. Maybe over for me. Like on a serious note, if the season ended right now, if we drafted Bronny, I may be done as a fan because we will have just disrespected the franchise in a crazy way. LeBron can go. I'd rather have LeBron go. Like seriously, he can go. We can
I'll take
sign
both
him,
of them.
trade him. He can go.
I'll take
you
both of
take
them.
him. You take him.
But
Yeah.
to Julia's point, think about the matter at hand. Rob Pelinka or GD Bus, they answered the call. They didn't just, this wasn't just you want LeBron, yeah, haha, you're funny. They got they answered the call, they pondered, molded over it just a little bit, then they shut it down. But let me add into it. This is for Ian though. We called Daryl Morey, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
We called Daryl Morey. Like
Well, I'm talking about the Sixers.
no. But let me make sure you understand exactly where I'm going with this. Let me make sure you understand. We called and asked about Embiid.
No, I think we called you first.
No. We called you. All right.
No, that's not
No.
true.
We called you,
Not
and we
true.
wanted to know, what's the deal with Embiid right now? Is he happy?
That's
No.
not.
Is it too
not
cold in Philly?
That's not true. You're making this up.
I'm making it up.
What actually happened, Morgan? What actually happened is we inquired about LeBron, and then y'all took that as disrespect and said, "How about Embiid?" And then after that, there was no talks. But like what I'm talking about is like LeBron's a free agent, right? Next year, like if I'm him,
Yeah.
I'm
he
going
has
to
a
go
player.
one of
I
the
think he has
players
a
in the
player
league.
option, but his player option is for like $60 million. So
Exactly.
I know.
I would be foolish.
That's like $5 to LeBron, dude. We gotta let's just be
$60
real.
million in a year. He cares.
I got it.
Come on.
Yes, he does.
He got a
cares.
lifetime contract with Nike. Like his money is not. He does not care about money right now.
I understand money's not the end all be all, but he's not like he cares. Yes, he
He cares
cares.
about rings. I think more than money right now. I would say that.
Maybe.
No.
But I'm just saying.
It's more
16.
plausible for him to take a cut or anything like that to be with Curry than anywhere else. And I just don't think, again, why would you even do that? Like, what are we talking about?
Why wouldn't he?
Last wrinkle I want to add in to this slide before we move on. It was actually Draymond Green. All right. You know, he was in the little box seat with LeBron James during the Super Bowl. That's his butt buddy. You know, they're best friends, hands on Sundays. He texted Rich Paul himself to inquire about LeBron James and see what the situation might be about. All right. So you never know. All right. We know LeBron likes Curry.
I do have to say shout out to Draymond for taking matters into his own hands. Like, because I know Curry probably wouldn't do that. Like, because I assume that he sold out Clay. Like, why? You know, we're not gonna act like that didn't happen. Like, somebody had to get moved. They all are getting paid. So
they didn't name the names, of course.
Yeah, they didn't. But you know,
Draymond wants to win.
Yeah, no, I'm saying shout out to him for, like, you know, doing what needs to be done.
Like, he's funny. Yeah, he's incredibly funny.
He may have fried his team's chemistry though. Like, chemistry may be fried.
No, he's not, dude. No, he is not. Like, you should see the body language of bro. Like, you know, of course he came in, dropped 35 on the Jazz, and was happy about it or whatever. But like, Clay has an ego. Clay definitely has an ego. I mean, those yacht trips with, you know, the light skinned baddies don't look the same if you just a bench player. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'd say 5, man. I think that's all I got for this one. But wanted to get your takes. Good thing Julian here too, because you know y'all both are bad at football games. But so we got college football 25 coming out this summer. Y'all have seen the trailer, so have I. All right, are we excited about this one?
Absolutely. That was my favorite game as a kid. Like, I used to wake up dumb early on Saturdays, run downstairs and start playing that before like college game day came on, and then I'll watch that, and then I'll start watching football all day. Like, that was a real routine for me. So I'm definitely ready for this game to come back. It's been years, like almost 10. I feel like. I think they stopped it. Yeah, it's got to be almost 10.
Something
it's crazy.
Like that.
That was like my favorite game growing up though.
Wasn't the last one 2014? I mean,
I think so. Yeah, I think it was. So
about 10 years.
Can you do like a little franchise in it? Like, we can definitely start that up.
I would assume you can do like a seasons. Like, I don't know how they would do it, but like when I was playing as a kid, like I wasn't doing that. I don't think so. But I did play like a dynasty mode. And you could like run your team for like multiple years, or you could start up a mode called Road to Glory. You could like create your player in high school. You'll play in high school, and then like, you know, get recruited and go to play there, then go to pros. Like, it was a good game.
No, it should be smooth. Like, another game I can dominate you in. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I'll pull up our transaction report for the money that you sent me on the game. Come on, bro.
I got some money back. Like, whoa, don't do that.
Have you?
Yes.
When?
Like a few times.
No, he's finna, yeah.
What? No, stop that. Stop that. I haven't beat you once yet. We can stop that.
You did beat me once, but you didn't beat me for money. Every time for money.
I gotta beat you for money.
We can check the transaction report. It's all good though. Hey, I know you're denial. It's okay. Call 1-800 stop betting. You need to stop.
Anyways,
you need to stop.
Yeah, you need to stop.
Dude, didn't you delete Prize Picks the other day, man?
I said I was going to, but I didn't, and then I hit yesterday, so it's okay.
He's stuck this way.
We back up. We back up. Huh?
You don't want to 1-800,
bro. Nah, we back up for sure. I did bet on the All-Star game though. Not gonna lie.
You're wild for that.
Nah, it was a free bet. Like, I'm getting my money back even if I lose. Yeah. But like the Ryans were just like, whoa. Like Shea, I bet Shea over 18. I bet Shea over 18 points in the All-Star game. Jaylen Brown over 16.
You might be wild.
Like,
For the Jaylen Brown, at least.
Jaylen Brown
You might be geek.
Bro, Jaylen Brown is. I'm just betting on his effort, like more than like
Yeah.
actual skills. Like I think he's gonna just run and dunk a few times, or like shoot a lot.
It's
Jaylen
definitely
Brown had
possible.
like 40. I think he had like 40 last year, because Tatum had 50.
Yeah. You're lying, but
I'm not.
you said 50.
No, Tatum had 50. And Jaylen Brown had like 40 something. I'm pretty sure. He shot like 25 threes. I remember.
Nah, they be scoring a lot.
They definitely do. They may hit 300 something
Yeah.
at this rate. With this state of defense, like it could get weird. It definitely
Yeah,
could
everybody's
get
open.
weird. But see, I didn't want to do this, but like, if 2K does have to come out of retirement, y'all remember about that, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, y'all know it. Okay, that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. I just leave it there. I just leave it there. It happens. This is crazy. It may happen whenever GTA 5 come out. Hey, no. Yeah, y'all be on the lookout.
We'll see.
Wait, hold up. Is that Sweat? It can't be. It can't be.
That's suave.
Anywho, that's 8-5 pod, man. About to wrap this thing up. Y'all got anything? Any parting words here?
I just want to talk about the new look Sixers for a second. Shout out,
bro. No one's talking about.
He's
that.
him.
Ridiculous.
Him.
I was like 2-8 in the last 10. Why would I waste time on the podcast to talk about the stinky team?
Buddy Hield. He played our last 4 games and he's won 2 of them. I'll take that.
He's won 2 of them. What do you mean by that?
He led our team score.
You being excited over 2 out of 4. It's just like that's just.
We didn't have to buy one of them, and we don't have Angelo.
That's just sad. Like
it really is.
We move.
Like it really is embarrassing to think of that, but again, he led y'all team and scored with like 22 points, bro. Like we know how scoring is like in this league.
He's our third option. Just remember that.
Huh?
he's not.
Yeah, he's not
He's
third
our first option in.
Oh God, I don't know why. Actually, I should be able to pull this up quickly. Let's look at this, shall we? Now here it is, right here. Well, just for the record, you won against Washington. Congratulations. All right, let's give it up. Congratulations. That Cavaliers game, that was a good W.
Very good.
I gave that to you. That was a good W.
Deep dub.
You lost to the Hawks. You lost to the Warriors, Dallas, Brooklyn, Warriors again, Portland, Denver, Pacers. And now y'all getting ready to face the Heat, the Knicks, the Cavaliers again, who aren't going to let that happen again. I'm just going to, we can put money down if you would like to. I know you don't. Milwaukee, Boston, Charlotte. That Charlotte game might be interesting. Yeah, no, y'all got to deal with Brandon Miller. Like that's interesting for you.
If we don't fall past the 6th seed, I don't even care how many.
That's 5 straight L's, though. I'm just saying.
No, it's not. See, we'll come back to this. Buddy Hield has something to say about that. Okay.
But I mean, just for the podcast, like put Brad down.
For what?
I'll put Brad down. That you don't go better than 1-4. I'll put Brad on that.
1-4.
I'll put Brad on. I'm serious.
All right.
Yeah, let's agree.
I gotta look at the schedule. I don't know the exact schedule, but
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
My guy's gonna drive
the schedule.
Dude, I gotta see it in front of me. I gotta see it in front of me before I put Brad up. Like what?
Listen, man, y'all. Let's see. Y'all 2 games ahead of the Pacers. About 2.5 in front of the Heat. Yeah, you know, I see you in the play-in. I see you in the play-in, my boy.
Yeah, you're going.
Yes, sir. You're gonna be facing the Hawks first round again. Like, should be major. Should be major for you.
That'd be fun if y'all got bounced out by the Hawks.
Got me wrong. Good Joel.
You believe that?
Like, let's move on. Like, the Hawks
Are you sure? Like,
but
you're
the Hawks,
positive?
the Hawks are terrible. Yes, you're the bottom 5 team in the league. Like,
Listen, I'm not saying we're good, but I know y'all aren't good.
we don't have our
That's my
best
thing.
player. Why would we be 5 right now? Like, check you out.
It's not even your best. It's not your best player. It's your team. Your team is out.
Okay,
Your
yeah.
team has a lower body injury, like your squad does. Like, it's tough. I agree. Hey man, I'd say 5 pod, and I'll leave Philly alone for now, just for now. But we'll be watching. We will be watching. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, a whole bit. Stay tuned for updates about the podcast. Got some stuff coming. Been working on it. It's a slow grind though. We will see y'all next week.